Hi there, wherever you are. At the bottom of this cave is one old Chevy Impala. Today we'll try to push her up to the main workshop because we're gonna start to work on her total restoration. Follow me and welcome to our YouTube channel. Bye, bye, it's American pie. I drove my Chevy to the workshop of classic car restorer Anna Skaul. And this is one very old Chevrolet Impala, 67. She is 57 years old, like Kevin, and that's a lot. So this is one small V8, which goes out. She's gonna get some new gadgets, new engine, new suspension. Before that, we're gonna sandblast, do the metal work, filler. You know the story. Follow us and you will see what's going on. Thanks.
You have to specify LS6 engine.
Okay, LX6 engine.
6, right? No?
Jedan, dva, tri. Dakle, so this is Chevy Impala and I have a very boring job today to prepare her for sandblasting tomorrow. It is boring job, but it's very important because she's covered, luckily, partially with the body shells or that rubberish substance which protects the tin from rust. She's almost 60-year-old lady and tomorrow she goes to sandblasting, as I said. Before she goes to sandblast, we have to remove that rubberish coat from it and then sandblasting, because the sandblaster cannot remove that coat from the car without serious damaging the car, which we don't want. There is two types of sandblasting. There is an industrial sandblasting, and we have to be very precautious with that. We can sandblast only the strongest parts of the cars with that industrial sandblaster. And then later we can proceed without sandblaster to sandblast the tiny parts and more sensitive parts as the curves on the car, wings, especially roof, etc., etc. Now I'm going to show you how that looks like and try to explain more about the process of sandblasting. Thank you. So it's not a rocket science. This part here, as you can see, it's black, it's a tar. Actually, that was a protection on the floor of the car. American cars, usually they don't have a strong protection as the European cars. This one is good condition, probably somewhere in the desert, in California. So I use the scraper, different kind of tools, heater, heat it up a bit, and clean. Use pure intellect. These parts are just dusty and bit rusty, so the sandblaster won't have much issues with. Yeah, right. Inside the car is a different story. We still don't know, is this part of the car covered by filler? Later I will discover that I will make few zones, yeah, few holes with my grinder just to see what's behind, so I can give directions to the man who's sandblasting the car. So this is a strong part of the car. We can hit it with the sandblaster strongly, and this is sensitive part of the car. So we had to do it manually later with our sandblaster bit by bit. So tomorrow these edges will be sandblasted, including this edge and these rusty parts, so we can hit without mercy and all corners of the car. This is sensitive, even it's a big car and supposed to be strong, you never know. Because sandblasting is a good process, it removes the rust, partially industrial, because still few bits of rust stays everywhere. Then later, if you have a good product and if you want to give a warranty to the customer, you have to do it bit by bit to remove all the rust from the car. And after that, immediately spray some protection coat. She's looking good. I'm happy. She's not rusty as she could be. Now I'm sitting on my pallet in the middle of the chassis of this car. As you can see, it's the size of the smaller truck. It's extremely heavy, but it's in the good condition. This is just a surface rust, and this can be sandblasted strongly. But same rules. There was a bit grease on the top of the car, so we remove that, clean it before sandblasting. It's also important because all that rubber and grease causing problems. So it is important before sandblasting to clean everything around. So we'll do it tomorrow one by one. I'm not sure, are we going to sandblast first chassis and then the car, but on the end it's not important. Important is that it finally will be sandblasted and ready for metal work, if it is. Chassis is more or less good, so I assume there will be no metal work on it, or maybe just a bit here and there, but car definitely yes. Stay on our YouTube channel. Thank you. Hello everybody. So Chevy is done, it's sandblasted, it's time to throw a glove onto the metalwork. As you can see, the Mr. Sandblaster sandblasted the reinforced areas. The roof is intact because it's too soft for powerful sandblaster. We're gonna do it with small one. Now she's ready for metalwork because she discovered what's wrong after 60 years of rotting, and I'm more than happy. There is this frame and few bits around, but it's nothing. Today I have to spray her in the protective coat to prevent rust because there is no paint on the car. More or less, good job. Let's see what's going on with the chassis. So it's me again in the other outfit like a chassis. As you can see, chassis is silence there. Chassis is sandblasted, painted in the protection coat, and Kevin made an inspection. And he found out that whoever did these welds before 60 years ago was, let's say, underpaid. They are simply not good, especially because the car is going to have the new engine, 750 supercharged horsepower. And Kevin says that we're going to put few more reinforcements on these brackets just to support that almighty horsepower which is going to go on the back axle. I think it's time to start with our Now, welding.